Good afternoon from myself, Devon Govender, and welcome to the Track and Ball selection show for the race meeting that's scheduled this Sunday at Scottsville Racecourse. We've got an exciting program lined up for you, an 8-race program, and we are recording from the Track and Ball finishing post. What a lovely place to get your bets on. If you haven't been here before, I suggest you make your way down to the Track and Ball finishing post right next to Greyville Racecourse. Starting off with race number 1 on the card, it jumps at 12:40. It's over 1,000 meters. This is a very, very competitive contest. I quite like number 8, Lebanese Pound. This represents the Highveld form and is distance suited with Richard Fourie aboard. Another horse that you can include is number 10. This is Maserati Raw from the Michael Miller yard. Moving on to race number 2 on the card, just jumps at 13:15. It's over 1,200 meters, and I like 2 horses here. That's all of number 5, Fortune Bay, which I do think is the horse to beat. Then moving on to horse number 12, this is Swiss Paradise from the Tony Riverland yard. Another one that has run well on both occasions. Muzieni is aboard. Moving on to race number 3 on the card. This is the opening leg of the pick 6, and it jumps at 13:50. It's over 1,600 meters. Very interesting race, and it can be very tricky, but you got to nail your colors to the mast. I like 2 horses here, all of numbers 12 and number 2. Now let me start with number 12 on the card. This is Red Piano from the Paul Lafferty yard. Keegan DeMello is aboard. Now the other horse that you cannot ignore is number 2, Hunter's Arrow. This is from the Doug Campbell yard. Richard Fourie is aboard, and if you look at the form lines closely there, this ran a third to see it again on the 23rd of October. So throw that into all your bets with some value. Number 2, Hunter's Arrow. Moving on to race number 4 on the card. This is jumps at 14:25. It's over 1,600 meters. Now if you look at a horse like number 3, Ricardo from the Dennis Bosch yard, this horse tends to run well at Scottsville. There isn't any bad runs that he's put in at Scottsville. If you look closely at the form, he is going to be one of the rank outsiders of the field. And then number 2, Majestic Power, a solid effort in the last start, running second, 0.3 lengths behind Teichmann. Moving on to the next race, which is race number 5 on the card. It's over 1,400 meters. No changes to report at this stage. We're only going to talk about one horse here, and it's number 2, Sun Blushed from the Michael Roberts yard. The stable is in top form. This forms part of the best weighted column. Rachel Finneker is riding at the top of her game. She's ridden 3 winners today at the Val. The show is recorded on a Thursday, so she's in form, and I think number 2, Sunblush, is going to take all the beating in race number 5. Moving on to race number 6 on the card. It's over 1,200 meters. We've got a total of 12 runners here. I quite like number 1, Two of Us from the Wayne Badenhorst and Barbara Kennedy yard. Now the apprentice is aboard, taking the 4 kgs off, and I think that's going to make all the difference. That could be a real value bet on the card, round about 5-6 to 1 in race number 6. Moving on to race number 7 on the card. It's over 1,000 meters. It jumps at 16:10. There's an unbeaten horse here, and it's number 2, Russian Doll from the Michael Roberts yard. If you're looking for a challenger, maybe number 5, Candy for My Mummy. Throw that into your exactas, trifectas and quartets. Barring those 2, it looks very, very open for me. On to race number 8 on the card. It jumps at 16:45. It's over 19:50. The lucky last, and many will be looking to get out of it at this stage. If not, hopefully you're standing in all the exotics and you're waiting to collect. Now, if you're looking to get out of it, pay close attention to a horse like number 1, Twice Golden. The apprentice, Sipesi/Slengwa, he's riding really, really well. 2 horses I like here is number 4, Living Waters, and number 6, Master to Be. Well, that is a wrap for myself, Devon Govender, for the Track and Ball selection show. Remember, this show is for you. It's aimed at you, the punter, and we wish you a fabulous day's racing come Sunday. Remember, this show is proudly brought to you by Track and Ball Gaming.